Someone said, there's no way in God's green earth that they can bring 350 people into that club. It's completely illogical that you've got a road closed and then you're going to let 350 strangers into your club.
Together we will deliver low taxes, low regulations, low energy costs, low interest rates, low inflation, so that everyone can afford groceries, a car, and a home. Common sense. They destroyed this country with their energy policies. That's what originally created inflation, and then it just took over with groceries and everything else. It just became a horrible hornet's nest.
Palm Beach is now reviewing legal options on how it can close down Mar-a-Lago, close the club. And it's about this road, apparently, that's going into the facility. So what, if any, legal options does Palm Beach have to deal with the indefinite closure of a busy road near Trump's property? This is from the Palm Beach Post. It says the Palm Beach Council on Tuesday directed town staff to research what might be able to be done about the July 20th shutdown of South Ocean Boulevard between the Southern Boulevard Traffic Circle and South County Road to protect Mar-a-Lago and Trump in the wake of the July 13th attempted assassination. So apparently they closed the road, and the council member said, well, in my mind, if the road is closed, the Mar-a-Lago club is closed, she said. Mayor Danielle Moore said, after council member Julie asked a question of what will be done about traffic and security when the club reopens at the beginning of Palm Beach's social season. Someone said, there's no way in God's green earth that they can bring 350 people into that club. It's completely illogical that you've got a road closed and then you're going to let 350 strangers into your club. Oh, it sounds like just what's going on at this meeting here. Those two things, which are permitting hundreds of people for events on the property that is Trump's primary residence, while also increasing security as prompted by the Secret Service, are opposite, said Moore. No one wants anything to happen to Trump. That's not true. A comment that was echoed in comments. Like, yeah, no, definitely. They also said that politics play no role in their calls. However, you can't have it both ways, boys and girls, she said. Either the club's open or it's not. Does she run the club? The council's direction to pursue legal options came during a discussion where town manager Kirk said it's possible Palm Beach will not receive a reply from the Secret Service. Town attorney Joanne asked the agency to provide the legal authority authorizing it to implement the road closure for the specified duration or even when the protectees are not in residence in the town. I would like to know that. Does the Secret Service have authority to just come in and just, that's our road now for a federal protectee? I don't know. Is there some sort of statute that allows them to do that? I'd like to know what that is. Apparently this is what it looks like, maybe. This is my question. Like, is it a road to the club? Like, if it's a road to the club, like it looks like maybe this is, I guess it's still public property. It says when Trump was president, the Secret Service closed South Ocean Boulevard near Mar-a-Lago only when Trump was in Palm Beach. The current closure affects the road 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether Trump is there or not. Effectively cuts the town in two, they said. We can't physically go and remove the barriers. They ordered the shutdown. We need to know what our options are. All right. So she's saying if you're going to close that road, then the club's closed, I guess. So it's interesting. It's going to be a local, that's my fence, that's my tree type of a thing. He met with the Palm Beach County Sheriff and they're looking into it. Among the changes agreed to, they're talking about more efficiently directing traffic. The town does have contingencies for emergencies, but our residents do not feel safe right now, someone said, because there's checkpoints and stuff. All right. So we'll see if they try to shut the place down. She says if the road's closed, the club's closed. All right. So you can see where this is going. Now, Trump also was out and about speaking yesterday, and he sounded pretty fired up here. This was Trump.
Together we will deliver low taxes, low regulations, low energy costs, low interest rates, low inflation, so that everyone can afford groceries, a car, and a home. Common sense. We will stop the invasion, end the migrant crime, support our great police, save Medicare, and save Social Security, which is under siege. We will strengthen our military.
Listen to the crowd, man. He's going. So he was doing that yesterday. I just have a couple clips because he was out and about. So he also stopped by ABC and did a full interview here. Carly Bonney clipped that for us. This was about 9 minutes.
Before we jump into the economy, I do want to know, this was considered an intimate policy discussion. Do you see yourself doing more of these types of events as compared to rallies?
Well, it's thousands of people in a beautiful place, and you had a lot of thousands of people outside. So we'll do a combination of both. This was really on the economy largely and crime, but we enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. It's very important.
The economy is the #1 issue to voters, again, in a big way, especially that includes swing voters in very crucial swing states like North Carolina. They want specific economic policy promises. Specifically, what can you tell me what the average American household can save per month, per year, another Trump tax cut?
Well, per year, they'll be saving many thousands of dollars. We're going to bring energy prices down to a level that they haven't seen since 4 or 5 years ago. We were energy independent. We were going to soon be energy dominant. We'll have energy prices down. I believe we'll have them cut by 50% and even more. And that's going to bring everything else down, automatically bring everything else down. They destroyed this country with their energy policies. That's what originally created inflation, and then it just took over with groceries and everything else. It just became a horrible hornet's nest.
Could inherit what's called the middle and working class tax credit from the Biden administration. This is just a proposal that would save American families, according to that, $6,000 a year, or bring in $6,000 a year. That they would repeal your 2017 tax law to do that. How does that make you feel, and how does someone from Western North Carolina take all of that in?
Well, they'll be paying 3 and 4 times more taxes if they do. I got the largest tax cut that has been given, bigger than Reagan, bigger than anybody, and it expires fairly shortly into the next administration. If they cut that, if they don't do anything with it, if they don't extend it or do something with it, the people of North Carolina will pay 4 times more tax than they're paying right now. And I would say politically that would be a death bell for them, but done a horrible job. I don't think they understand what's happening. She's a radical left person from Francisco. She's ruined San Francisco. She's
That's
ruined
true.
California. You see what's going on. Gavin Newsom, the governor, she was maybe even more of a factor in hurting it. You take a look at San Francisco. 15 years ago, it was one of the best cities in the world, and today it's barely livable. And we're not going to let that happen to North Carolina. We're not going to let that happen to the rest of the country. We just won't let it happen.
One more on this. Kamala Harris says her day one promise, if elected, would be attacking price gouging in America to help with daily expenses. What is Donald Trump's day one promise?
Well, there's no such thing as her going out and doing that. What you want to do is create the incentive so that people can't cheat. They can't price gouge. And the way you do that is drill for oil and get everything down, and all of a sudden people can't do that. They can now because there's such a scarcity of everything. You can price gouge. But when there is an abundance of everything, from food to oil and gas, from energy of every kind, there'll be no price gouging. There won't be, because there won't be any way they could get any money for it.
You said just a short time ago the economy in your mind may not be the biggest topic happening right now. Why did you say that, and what would you say it is?
Well, it seems to be the economy if you look at polls, but I also think it's the border. It's millions and millions of people coming into our country from prisons and jails, from mental institutions, and even insane asylums where they're closing up all over the world. Not just South America, sadly, it's all over the world. This is coming in from Africa, from Asia, from the Middle East, and also you have large numbers of terrorists coming in like we've never seen. We have more terrorists coming into our country now than we've ever had, ever in history, and this is a bad thing. We have thousands of terrorists coming into our country, some really bad ones, and this is not a good thing. They're going to have to get out. We're taking them out. We're deporting every one of them. We have to.
All right, we have to. Now, J.D. Vance and Tim Walz apparently have agreed to one debate so far. Now it's going to be on October 1st, which I'm not real happy about that. I wish it was a little earlier, or at least we had more. We'll probably only get one, but it'd be nice to have more. The vice presidential debate hosted by CBS News set for October 1st, going to be in New York. Tim Walz, J.D. Vance will be there. Will be moderated by CBS Evening News anchor Norah O'Donnell and Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan. Neither one of them really rings a bell to me. On Wednesday, CBS News proposed 4 dates for a debate. The Walz campaign soon agreed to the October 1st date. So the 17th, the 24th, October 1st, and October 8th. Someone says if J.D. Vance shows up on Thursday, Vance posted on social media, said, yeah, there we go. We'll do October 1st, no problem, but we also want to debate on September 18th. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Good. Something a little earlier. Let's have 2 of these. The American people deserve as many debates as possible, which is why President Trump has challenged Kamala to 3 of them, Vance wrote. Not only do I accept that one, but I accept the CNN debate on September 18th as well. I look forward to seeing you at both, punk. In an interview with Fox News' Laura Ingraham, Vance said he was open to debating walks on October 1st. He said, yeah, we're going to debate him. But yeah, they've agreed to one. So we'll see if Walz agrees to the second one, or Kamala agrees to the other 2 with Trump. The date's been in limbo, but it has since been picked, and that is good news.